want to be consistent with making YouTube videos, but it seems that no matter how hard you try, you can't stay inspired, you can't stay consistent, and you feel really distracted. You just notice that after you try and make videos, you kind of fall off the bandwagon and you give up entirely. You know you need to make consistent YouTube videos to become a YouTuber. I'm here to help you. I struggled with being consistent to even start YouTube. Through doing YouTube for 3 years and over 600 videos where I've been consistent every single week, I have finally cracked open what are the best tips and tricks for making consistent YouTube videos. I'm gonna give you 5 actual tips that help you to stay consistent with making YouTube videos. Let's get into it. A problem that you most likely occur is that you are perfectionistic. You are gonna have a video where you love making it and you want it to be perfect because you spent so much time working on it. This becomes a problem because you eventually get so tired of your video that you just stop full tracks and you say, hey, I'm just gonna give up. Or it might be more subtle and you realize week after week, you kind of stop trying to edit the video and you never put it out. This rule, the 80-20 rule, is a rule that I use that will help you get to the finish line of your videos. The 80-20 rule states that if you do 80% of the work, the 20% will follow. Basically, instead of trying to make a perfect video, you're going to try and make a B- average video. And I know you're gonna say, but I wanna be special. The goal right now is to be consistent. Your B- video is going to get better, not from you focusing on this one video, but by you making more videos with this ideology of 80-20. Your goal is just to make average videos that you can push out, and slowly you'll work on pushing up the 80% into 90% and then into 100. So you face a problem. After a really long day of working, you get home and you realize you do not have the energy to film a video. What do? How do you stay consistent? There's a really easy solution to lowering this barrier of filming. And it's this: make your setup visible. What you're going to do is, instead of breaking down and setting up your equipment all the time, you're gonna leave it as it is. You're gonna leave it already set up. This means leaving your tripod with your camera set up, plugged in with the SD card, and lighting already nearly activated, if not turned off. You're gonna say, Nick, this is kind of annoying because this might mean that my area is more messy, but I promise you that this is one of the biggest friction points that's stopping you from making consistent videos. The reason that this is important is because it tricks your brain into thinking that filming is really easy. And what you might not realize is when you are a YouTuber, you actually have different mindsets at different times in your filming of a video. When you're creating your video and your idea, that's a whole different mindset than it is from setting up a video to shooting a video to editing a video. And so what you're trying to do is streamline your videos. And what I've noticed is the best thing for me for making consistent videos is leaving everything live and activated. It's going to make your environment more messy, I'm not gonna lie, but I promise you the trade-offs are worth it, because eventually you will be able to sit down after a long day at work and you will just turn on the camera and you will start recording without even thinking about it. And that's the goal, right? So you might have another problem and you're like, okay, Nick, I know I can make consistent videos, but now I don't know what videos to make. What videos do I make that are gonna help me grow my channel while staying consistent? You are going to film 2 types of videos. You're going to film either educational videos or you're going to film entertainment videos. The reason being is that your videos need to impact the audience. If you just create videos that are for yourself, that's fine as well, but you just need to be aware that that's what you're doing. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you're gonna create videos that are just for yourself because it feels good and it's the easiest, lowest friction video for you to make that week. And like I said, we're all about the 80-20 rule. So as long as you get a video out, that's all that matters. But if you really wanna grow your channel, you need to be focusing on the 2 concepts, educational and entertainment. Educational videos are videos like this that you're watching where one person teaches another person something. So whatever you know, you can teach someone something. These are really good for SEO and YouTube because people often will look in the search bar how to learn things. It's like another form of Google, right? You've done it all the time as well. So having videos like that allow for people to search and find your videos that they purposely are looking for. Number 2 is entertainment. Sometimes people are on YouTube and scrolling around and all they want to do is to forget about their world. So instead of solving a problem, they want to leave their world. And that means creating entertaining videos. That means that you can create a video like a vlog or, a little ramble about your life. But the importance being is that you're entertaining them. So it's not just self-value to you, but you're trying to give them a description of your world or them to leave their life into your realm. So those are your two intentions. You're either going to try and teach them something or you're going to try and make them escape from the world that they're in. And videos that do really well are a mixture of both. The consistency that you're actually going after is not being consistent in that you're filming every single week or day. It's the idea that you are coming off with the illusion of being consistent. So this means that you are pretending that you're consistent to your audience. And there's a lot of ways to do this. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize. And I'm gonna tell you how to do that. The first really important thing that you must do is always delay the drop. So if you ever post a video onto YouTube, you are never going to post it immediately. Instead, you're always gonna schedule it in advance. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, you're gonna wanna schedule your videos in advance so that you create the consistency with your audience. Two, by having some sleep and some time away from your videos, the macro problems are going to be more obvious to you. So for instance, if you don't know if your thumbnail works, if you don't know if your title works, by having it scheduled, you can always change it later and it becomes more easy and simple for you to figure out what works and what doesn't. But later on in the video, I'm going to give you actual tools that are going to help you with thumbnail. I think what's important for you to do is to create a schedule that you know you can always hit. So I know you might want to make a schedule where you post a video every week, but I first would recommend that you start broader. Make a schedule where you post at least once a month. If you have videos that you are piling up, you can always change that, but it's always better to start wider and go smaller than start smaller and go wider. You're setting the audience up for expectation and you don't want to let them down by creating more of a space and letting them down on when they think your videos are coming, right? You'd rather it be a surprise and an excitement and enhancement for them. My advice for you is delay all your drops and see what cycle you can create so that your videos are churning out in a way that's consistent, but that you aren't being overpiled or overstrained on having to make videos for your audience. So now let's talk about tools that will actually assist you in staying consistent for your YouTube journey. And these are tools that I use daily as a YouTuber. So I think the most important tool for you to take away from this is called thumb.live. This is a website, it's free, and I discovered it by random, and I don't know why no one else really knows about it. It's a website that allows you to compare your thumbnails. And it's really awesome because by comparing them with the title, you actually get to see what your thumbnails and videos will look like to viewers on YouTube. And you can create thumbnails that actually will attract people. There's also this really great mode in Thumbnail Live that you can see your thumbnail compared to other thumbnails that your viewers might be attracted to. Another tool that I use that I think is really great is called ClickUp. I've just started using it and it's basically a free scheduling app and place where you can store all your notes and ideas. I use it with an editor sometimes, but it's great if you want to jot down your video ideas and you can connect them to documents so you can write them out. And then you can even schedule it onto your calendar so you can keep track of the videos you want to create and where you are in the timeline of finishing them, publishing them, canceling them, all of that fun stuff. And eventually, when you become a more full-time YouTuber and you want to build a team, an editor, or any of that stuff, you can actually pull them into ClickUp and they can help you see what videos you are creating and give you ideas as well. So it's a very good collaborative website that I use that I still even use solo because it's really good for workflow. Another tool I really love is Canva. You know Canva, I'm sure everyone does, but if you don't, use it. It's a free photoshopping app that's online. It's really intuitive. You do not need to be a graphic designer and they have a ton of templates. I use Canva to do my thumbnails. I'd use Canva to create animations for intro and end screens on YouTube. Any visuals that you need for YouTube at all, go to Canva. It's super easy to do. There's already templates that are created for you to use. For editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. It's a free editing app and I would highly recommend it. It doesn't cost money and it's really easy and simple to use. It's one of the best editing programs for also coloring if you like coloring as well. I also use my phone's Notes app. So like I said, I use ClickUp. There is a app that you can put on your phone to make notes down, but sometimes when you're on the go, you just want to jot down your thoughts. I do two things. I either use the Notes app or I text myself on my phone. And I do this because I think it's really important for you to generate those ideas of videos wherever you are. And the Notes app is a great place because you can copy and paste it to somewhere else in the future. So those are my 5 tips and tricks that I use to make more consistent YouTube videos. I do the 80-20 rule to help you with thinking and making sure that as long as you do 80% of the work, the 20% will follow through. It's really good for anything in your creative life to have that ideology down packed. I also taught you the importance of setting up equipment in your day-to-day life to make it easier for you to film and lower the friction of making videos, which is highly important. And then I also talked to you about the illusion of consistency and how it's important to have the illusion of consistency even when you're not consistent. That is the main thing that a lot of creators don't really acknowledge, and it's going to be the thing that sets you apart from other creators, is allowing time to be your best friend and delaying your drops so that you put videos out on a consistent basis, that your audience becomes reliable and tells YouTube, hey, this content creator is reliable as well. I also talked to you about what videos you should make. We talked about how you should do entertainment videos or educational videos, and how if neither of those two fit those categories, you should probably not do it. And last, I gave you tools that I use every day for YouTube that are going to help streamline your process to make more consistent YouTube videos. If you like this video and you want more videos like this, please let me know down below and I will do more. Give me some ideas. I love to help you out. Please like and subscribe as well. We are a new YouTube channel and I would love for you to join us in our process. Best of luck out there and I'll see you later. Bye.